Can y'all hear me? I can't hear y'all. I can't hear y'all, so I'm trying to get this situated. So pardon the technical interruptions. Can you hear me? Somebody texted because y'all pointing and I'm looking down. I'm like, what the hell is they pointing at? Oh.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And we are back, y'all, live in the studio. It's your girl, Coach TaShon of the Mail Room, live on 101 TKO Radio. Listen, it feels so good to be back in the studio. I have my friends with me, DJ Prince. Who's still playing? I know that's the song. I know that's the song, y'all. Who's still playing?
Yo, E, you gotta mute your phone, E.
Is it E?
Yeah. Oh God.
Look, I know y'all love this song. This is my jam right here. This is the old school Quad City DJs. Listen, happy December. I am your girl, Coach TaShon. Got my crew with me, Mr. Takeover, DJ Johnny Prince, DJ ESmuve, and my special friend Mark B and Nelson on the ones and twos. It's so good to see y'all and to be back in here. It seems like November came in, y'all disrespected my month.
You got one day in it, man.
One day in it. That's why
y'all disrespected my month.
There's too many of y'all. Too many November baby.
Y'all gave November one day, and y'all barely gave November Thanksgiving.
Yeah, in and out.
Wait a minute, who's that?
That's E. Yo, E, turn your phone off, bro. We can hear you, man. Yo, E. You come on now. You can't be doing this, E.
Look at y'all cutting up already. Y'all cutting up already.
You in the whole studio, E. And you can't get this right.
See, look, DJs.
Just unplug everything. Just unplug all of it.
Y'all done came in disrespecting my month.
See the damn chat.
What did you say?
Y'all hear me because I can't see chat. No.
Look,
Unplug yourself, E. Unplug yourself.
Yeah. That's everything. The power, audio, everything. Unplug it all.
See, this is what I have, y'all. This is what I have. I'm so thankful, so grateful to have y'all.
No doubt.
November was the month. It was my birthday month, and thank y'all so much for celebrating with me in many forms. The text messages, the calls, the Facebook message, all of that. Like people were asking, they were like, "You don't want to do anything?" I said, "No, I'm really in a season of," and I said this, and I want people to understand, I'm not depressed or anything like that. So please understand, I'm not depressed. I'm just in a different season, in the season of where you start looking at life and you're like, okay, I got to do this. I need to do, you just start thinking about different stuff. But I was so happy, like just sitting on, laying in my bed, eating, and chilling, watching movies and so forth. But I thank y'all so much. I'm like, it's a blessing to see 52. So that was, I'm like super excited.
Damn.
So, yes. You know what? All right, Kevin.
52.
Yes, 52.
I was gonna say, especially when you don't look it. I was gonna, come in with the you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you don't look it, but you probably feel it.
Good. Whoa.
Woo!
You can unmute yourself. You can't hear us because you have yourself muted.
No, he has.
But you got to turn off your phone.
Oh Lord,
that's funny. But yeah, I do feel it because my body was like, "Ooh, girl, you can't." Because I had planned on trying to do that ceiling challenge, right?
Oh hell no!
TikTok, doing the ceiling challenge. I said, "Okay, I'm gonna do a little something." God said, "No, you
came
will
and
not."
knocked that thing right up off of the.
He sure did. God was like, "Nope, not on my watch. You ain't doing no ceiling challenge. You better get your behind in there and get on the knees and pray." So. But it was a blessing. But y'all did disrespect my money. I just want to let y'all know y'all did disrespect my money.
And now here it is. Too many Scorpios out there.
Yeah. No. Get it right, Sagittarius.
Oh, excuse
me. Oh, my bad.
Isn't
Scorpio at the like beginning?
Before.
No, Scorpio's before us.
Before, okay.
Yeah. So Sagittarius ends it. Then them sea people come in. Them Capricorn folks. They
what?
come.
Excuse me. Say what now?
Them Capricorn folks.
Somebody got to kick the year off. You know what I mean? Somebody got to set the time for the whole year. You know what I mean?
Right.
Somebody got to kick y'all off the year.
Right. But it's just a blessing just to, be on this side of life. So, ESmuve, can you hear us now?
I don't know if y'all can hear. I'm sorry.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
But I know y'all laughing at me.
Yeah, we are.
These headphones back in. Ooh. Give me a minute. My technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Okay, all right.
But it is so good to be back here in the studio. Listen, TMR, we've been doing some things, but listen, TMR Messages from Him with TaShon Friends is being sponsored by Swag Her Magazine, Privy Stonecrest, TLC Coaching. And so I need y'all to make sure y'all download that 101 TKO radio app so that you can get the full experience of the mailroom, and that's including the music. So if you are on here, we do due to Facebook and YouTube rights and all that, they like to cut folks off. Mm-hmm. So that's the reason why we have to mute. But you go into that app. What's up, DJ?
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, now I'm back on. I'm about to get on everybody laughing. I know y'all were sitting up there laughing at me. How is this technical brother a technical brother and he ain't even technical?
I ain't saying nothing.
I want to say what's going on to everybody. I miss you guys, man. It's great to see you all, man. Yo, we got an impact show, I believe.
No doubt.
Yes. And listen, I want to give a big shout out to my team, the mailroom. We completed a community service last week? Yeah,
last week.
And last Saturday, and we have another one coming up for this month. And so while we may not have been in the studio, we've been working behind the scenes, doing some things on the weekend and so forth. So I wasn't just laying around, y'all, but you know, getting some things together. And I'm about to push this envelope, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna like me for 2024. I'm just telling y'all now, because some of this stuff that y'all we got to address. So today, we talking about this whole Diddy, Aaron Hall,
and John Oates. No, let me stop playing.
we talking about all that, y'all. What's really going on, black men? What's really going on? And Andre 3000 new release. I'm feeling it. A lot of people are not, but you know, hey. And Eazy-E is honored with his own street in Compton. So yeah, plus that in T.I. and his son.
Chopper style. That's his name.
You know, listen.
That's his name, Chopper style?
I like T.I. But you know, the rumor now going around that ain't his son. So you know, Tiny then took to the media and said, y'all better leave them alone.
Everybody got stuff. Everybody got
stuff to say. But I need to know what's going on with that little boy, because I think he entitled.
He is. He's spoiled entitled. But we'll get into it.
Well,
we're gonna get into that.
That's true.
Well, there's a lot going on with that. He stayed with his grandma because they was always on the move, and Tiny, wherever T.I. was performing at, Tiny was gone. So him and one of the other sons always stayed at grandma's house. And
I mean, around the corner.
They only came on the show. They only came on
Okay.
the show when they was filming. When the filming was over, they went right back to grandma's house. So it's
Yeah,
not
I mean, but I don't think that's I like that.
So where
ain't
did grandmama
honestly that
live?
ain't nothing new. If you live off a Bankhead and all that, you knew that they was staying with their grandmama now. So that's why I'm just like, boy, why
But
you
grandma was on the payroll though. He want to make it seem like grandma was on the grind trying to put a roof over his head or something. Like, no, grandma didn't have to worry about nothing because your daddy and your mama was millionaires. So
exactly. Your family is on payroll. That's what you're supposed to do.
They created
He just wanted to make it seem like he slept with roaches. Y'all leave that boy alone.
Yeah,
okay?
he want to be from the old Bankhead.
So bad.
Old Bankhead.
So bad. He wanted to be up in there so bad.
That boy came up
rolling over his head and stuff.
Right.
He ain't come up when it was hot dogs and beans and oodles.
No,
exactly. And that's the point that he forgetting. Your mom and dad them created this space for you so you won't have to experience that stuff. I don't know what it is, what people want to experience, the hood stuff. I don't know. So we don't have to talk about that. Because that must be
fun.
It
wasn't that fun. He ate hot dogs without buns. That's his hood story.
Matter of fact,
that's how we had to.
You didn't like the bun.
We ate bread with ketchup and mustard and no hot dogs. I mean,
right. We didn't even have relish. That's his hood story.
That's his hood
like
story.
I don't know what these. Now I can tell you, my niece and nephew, they ain't trying to relive and think about being in the hood. So they tell us all the time, we thank God that we didn't grow up like y'all did. I'm like, yeah, that's the purpose. Like I don't get it, but he must be running his mouth in the streets trying to get that street cred, because
that's
ain't nobody trying to grow up on the old Bankhead. If you know old Bankhead, you ain't trying to do all that. So listen, stay connected, y'all. Download that 101 TKO radio app. When we come back, we about to get into this thing because I got my brothers on here today, and we gonna talk. We gonna chop it up, y'all. Y'all get ready because my brothers ain't playing. Y'all know they're gonna come with the truth. So listen, stay tuned. Stay connected to 101TKO radio.com. We'll be right back with the mail room.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Can we talk?
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio. That's my boy, Heavy D. Rest in
peace.
Oh, I love me some Heavy D. That was rap. Oh my goodness, that was hip hop. So rest in peace, Heavy D. I wonder what
real hip hop.
Yeah, real hip hop. Are they still together, or I know they didn't like add new people to the group? The Heavy D and the boys. Did they?
I mean, you know, Heavy D is gone, so the boys are just dancers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. They were just dancers. Yeah. So, but rest in peace. Listen.
They're on the street corner.
And then one of them died, so it's only two of them left.
Oh no!
Yeah, one fell off the stage back in like 90, something like 91, something like that.
Oh, oh wow! I don't remember that story.
Yeah, he fell right off the stage, man. Broke his, died. I'm like, wow.
Oh wow!
It was a tall stage, a long stage.
Wow, that's. I didn't even. I was thinking maybe because one of the Fat Boys didn't they?
All three of them gone.
All three of them.
Yeah, all three of them
was still living.
No, he just died.
I thought Prince Marky D was still there.
Prince Marky D died last year or the year before.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he just died. He
just died last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I know. Buff, he passed away the first. He was the first one to pass.
The big one died.
Yeah.
2000, something like that. 99, something like that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
We lost a lot. We lost a lot of brothers, man.
We did.
Yeah. Man. Within the past 3-4 years.
Yeah. And this is the year of hip hop, so we're still celebrating that and so forth. So listen, speaking of hip hop, some of y'all New Jack folks.
Yeah.
Take that.
Listen, I'll be the first to tell you, I love the New Jack, the swing and the sound. That was the era, you know. New Jack was the era.
Man.
Guy, Aaron Hall, P. Diddy,
Teddy Riley.
The group. Yeah, that was the group. But you know, when you start looking at some of these lyrics now, you start paying attention to it, you be like, oh. So, LeRon, what clip do you have for us? Is this for the first right now? We can play this one.
Yeah, you can play this one.
Okay, so Diddy, how long is this one?
Oh crap! Man?
I'm gonna go ahead and play it because we got a few minutes before we go out. And listen, I'm just saying, y'all. TMR, we ain't bringing no gossip. We ain't, doing all that. We really want to know what's going on. I ain't saying he doing
very informational, and
I ain't saying I'm just saying some stuff ain't adding up right.
So got a few little updates. I know the cat.
Okay, now LeRon, this one is clean, right?
Yes.
Cassie and Diddy case is over and done with. That has been settled, but
Lord,
that computer ain't clean. That computer ain't clean.
I recently got some new updates involving Diddy, and I said I will be keeping track and keeping y'all posted. So here it go. Also, want to do a disclaimer. I always do this on every video concerning anything about legal advice. I am not a lawyer. I am not giving legal advice yet. But tonight I'm going to do it a little bit different. I actually do have a licensed attorney who's sharing this information. What I'm about to show you is Dr. Simone's breakdown of the settlement in terms of Diddy and Cassie's case. And I feel like a lot of people missed this. I know I did initially until I start looking at who Cassie hired in terms of her legal team. Y'all take a look.
Our attorneys were really brilliant. They didn't sue just Diddy. They sued his corporations.
They sure did.
And they sued his corporations and sued in her capacity as an employee. When you do that, it triggers commercial liability insurance.
Yeah.
And it triggers another policy called directors and officers. Okay? And we know he's a director of these companies as the CEO. So now you got two policies. What happens then is it takes away Puffy's ability to settle. It's not his choice no more.
So it's no longer personal accountability. It's his organization.
It's his organization. And it's no different than like if you hit somebody with your car let's say you have State Farm. State Farm gets to decide to settle, not you. You could say, I didn't run the stop sign. That's not true. They're lying. If State Farm says, we don't care, we did our investigation, we're settling. That's it. That's what happened here. So because they added those claims, the corporate insurance carrier got to say, read over it and say, oh, hell no, we giving her the money.
We're hearing you. Diddy's public reputation is done.
It's done.
Yeah.
And if he wants to be able to leave anything to his children, he needs to walk away from all of these corporations.
Damn, he can no longer be the head of his corporations.
Well, remember.
So, I mean, he did just step down from Revolt.
Yeah, and
that's what he was saying.
The school that he was a part of.
And
Right.
the school let him go. He's not
the
being
school.
a part of it.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
School let him go too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And it's more to come. It's more
There's
to
more
come.
to come.
And here's my 2 cents on it. What goes in what happened in the dark is eventually going to come out, and it's going to come out over time. And Cassie, I know people are like, well, why did she wait this, that, and the other? And I don't know her like that. I don't know Diddy like that, but I just know that this was her time. And according to the Adult Survivors Act in New York, that was the deadline, November 24th. So everybody had to come out and file these what you call it? The civil rights, the civil suits. Yeah.
These old
That's when they had
civil suits.
Yeah. And
because they passed the statute of limitations already, and in order and they passed this law that allowed old suits to be filed, so you had a deadline in order to do it. Right.
So what do y'all think about that as men, as Black men? Because y'all done named Jamie, who else? Cuba Gooden Jr.
What's
Cuba did it. Cuba did that. Let's not add him. Cuba did it. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody confused about whether Cuba got to start showing him up. You got to start showing him up. Cuba almost 60, and he's still breakdancing in the club. You know who Cuba did. He a wild boy. You know about Cuba.
But nothing was filed against Aaron, right?
Huh?
Aaron Hall?
Nothing was filed against him, right?
No, they just showed some video of him talking real freaky, like about stuff that he did. But no, nothing's been. Apparently, whoever he did stuff to was okay with it. So yeah. But no, I think I have a different take on the Diddy thing. I was hearing some of the things that he was accused of. Some of it is wild, some of it is really wild. But I don't tend to think that all of the stuff that is that he was accused of on there, she was forced to do. That's just me. I don't feel like what would happen if you did not have sex? The apparent guy, the sex worker guy that he supposedly forced her to have sex with. Like, what would happen if you didn't? You're an established artist at the time. You all were dating. A lot of that seemed like some freaky, celebrity stuff. That's what it seemed like to me.
JJ said she waited because she was scared. Everyone knows how powerful he was. I mean, I agree with that. I think she was scared too, because even what's his Young Jock? He gave an interview and he was saying how that Diddy wanted her to shave her head. And she did it. And so I'm wondering if some of that stuff was like the whole freakiness or whatnot. But listen, hold y'all thoughts. We got to take a quick song break, and when we come back, we're gonna get into that. And LaRon, do you have the other video up for us as well? But when we come back, download that app, 101 TKO Radio app, because I need to know, like, what is, I don't know, y'all. It's kind of touchy, but at the same time, we got to talk about this because
I'm gonna tell you what
we just got to talk about it. So listen, 101 TKO Radio, download that app, y'all. Woo. I don't know. I may
Lord,
just go back
Lord,
home and
Lord.
just, I don't know. I don't know. Because I like Diddy. Now. I like Diddy. You know,
Diddy always
Take
got
that.
paid.
Diddy,
Diddy
You say
always
you
got
took
his
that? Is
music.
what you took?
he,
You take that. Take that. You just took
he
Yeah,
was in
it.
Diddy
November, baby.
always went.
He was on a little
Diddy
short
always said
bus
yes,
growing up. So, I'm just saying, I
yes,
kind of feel bad for him. But, listen,
yes,
101 TKO radio in the mailroom. We'll be right
yes.
back. Hush, LaRon. Bye. I'll be
Y'all crazy.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio and the mail room. That's one of my favorite versions with Chris Brown this Christmas.
This Christmas.
They got like 1,000,001 versions, but This Christmas by Chris Brown is that's my favorite.
That's your
I don't know.
favorite.
It always,
this one's 2 minutes.
I mean, like this version, his one of his versions.
Oh.
I don't know. I still like the Donny Hathaway one. I mean, you know,
yeah. That's the I love Donny Hathaway's version of
that one's serious.
Yeah, but his, Chris Brown for the new.
It's good. It's good.
So,
yeah.
And this song always puts me in that like little romantic mood. For
the Christmas song. The Christmas song is woo, the Temptations.
I think that's a song
in my mind.
Right. Not have Christmas without the Temptations. I don't care how old you are.
Oh, little small note. This Christmas was written by a postal worker out of Chicago.
Really?
A lady. Yeah.
Really?
A lot of people think Donny Hathaway wrote it. Nope. A lady who was a postal worker out of Chicago wrote it, and he recorded it.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I wonder if she's still getting royalties in her family. I wonder if they're still getting royalties.
She got broke off. She got broke off good.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. I hope so, because that song stay in rotation all across the world. And a lot of people have remade it. So listen, we are back in the studio live, 101 TKO Radio. I'm your girl, Coach TaShon. And again, the mailroom is being sponsored by Swag Her Magazine, Privy Stonecrest Mall, and TLC Coaching. Listen, we're talking about this thing with Diddy, Aaron, and Jamie. Now, I hadn't heard too much more about Jamie Foxx's lawsuit, but it's been now with Diddy and Aaron Hall, and like I think they're digging more into it. So, and when I saw the video with Aaron Hall talking his mess, now I'm like, yeah, he did that. Like his lyrics. His lyrics was like,
yeah, you did that. Stop playing.
That's 90s R&B right there. That's 90s R&B. I said that's 90s R&B right there. They was telling you what they was gonna do, how they was gonna do it, and they ain't care who saw or who knew.
And so now I'm looking at that like that. So what were we listening to? We were just dancing?
Yeah.
We were just dancing. They was telling you the crimes that they were doing, and
backstage underage,
right? You know what I'm saying?
Adolescents, how you doing? They indicted themselves,
right?
Really? Because I was like, I never listened to that song. Yeah,
seems like you're ready, man. Listen.
Yeah.
Seems
like you're ready. Yeah, like
or even you may be young, but you ready.
Yeah.
You're not a little girl, you're a woman. He's
back.
Yeah, every song that we
70s
heard,
and
man,
60s and 70s.
Yeah, because Aretha Franklin was talking about sets and all of that in her songs, and her man, right? When they were talking about the woman to woman, shoot, her man was cheating.
Exactly.
Listen, Shirley.
That was the ultimate clapback song. Can't nobody do it like Shirley Betty right there. Listen, Shirley, at the clothes on his back, I bought them. What
you gonna do?
The car that he driving, I bought that. Now what? So that is my question. Like, what were we listening to? Like, did we ignore these lyrics?
Yes.
And because Aaron Hall literally told us what he was doing, and in the video, he's joking about it. So, what you say, Nelson?
I think
I
don't think we ignored it. It was just during that time, it was almost like socially acceptable. It
was about to say
it wasn't like we cringed at that because that's just how the society accepted.
So,
until now, I mean, if you even go way back when older guys were marrying younger ladies.
That
was definitely normal until as society grew, they was like, no. So I think now we in that stage now listening to the music. Like, whoa.
Right. That is true because when I think about my now this is I know I'm telling my business, but it's okay. My dad was 5 years older than my mom, right? So one day, me and my brothers and my sister, it was so funny, y'all. We stupid. We sat around, and then one of my brothers like, yo, dad was 5 years older than mine. Ain't nobody gonna question that. I said, listen, boy, don't you start that mess.
Mind your business.
Okay, I got to play the advocate. I got to play the advocate. Do we have to be the exact same age? I mean, I ain't talking about going like, I'm 50 and then I'm dating somebody that's 20. No, I'm talking about, 5, 6 years, 10 years. Do we have to date in our age?
And I don't think we do, but I think like Nelson said, we didn't really think about it. We really didn't. Mark, what you say? Your mic? Can you hear us, Mark? Oh no, who was that? You talking about?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Okay. But when you start thinking about that kind of stuff, it was socially accepted when we were listening to that music, because those lyrics, like R. Kelly, like the lyrics, he was telling us what he was doing with the young girls, and we were just dancing and rocking, and that's the song that my boyfriend.
If I heard Nelson right, basically, it wasn't that we was ignoring it. It was pretty much a lot of the men and the boys were wanting to do exactly what they were doing or talking about. So it was almost, they doing it, we can do it type thing.
But let's also. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I don't think it was like, we want to do it to younger women.
It
was more the songs that I'm saying? I'm gonna do that to my lady or something like that. So it wasn't like I don't think people was thinking like, I'm gonna do this to
and also we have to look at the writers, because a lot of these artists didn't write their music. They had writers,
right?
So and then they chose the artists to portray these songs. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's what I was meaning. Yeah, because again, the word spoke for it. And so you got a lot of these little freaky old men that will fantasize. Some of them were old, some of them were old, because some of the writers were young and some of the writers were the same age as the artists and stuff. But I was just saying, like in Diddy, and like this other video, which is 2 minutes, talking to Kimora Simpson is talking about how groomed her, and how she saw Diddy grooming other younger girls as well. But they did a lot of that in the industry, and
and they still do that. Well, your boy Uncle Luke, see, that's why I like Luke. Luke got on there and said grooming. He said, no, all of mine knew exactly what they were doing. He made them sign them NDAs. See, that's where a lot of folks messed up at. Uncle Luke said it, and he used to say it back then. That's why it was free for them girls to be like, oh, I did what Luke, and he ain't had no problem. I'm pretty sure he probably had a few that would like want to sue him or whatever. But he said, I had clear. They knew what they were doing. I knew what I wanted them to do. And he says a lot of that stuff where they try to trick you. What he said, but I made that clear, because your brand is about sets and all of that. You're gonna take some hits. And if you don't have them NDAs and all that stuff signed. Mark, what were you gonna say?
That's why I have an issue with the term grooming, right? Because let's keep it a buck. Back in the 90s, it wasn't just older guys who were sitting there trying to, talk to younger girls. It was younger girls who felt like guys their age was too young for them, and they wanted to get with old guys because they felt like they were more mature. But in their mind, they're thinking they're more mature because they're not walking around thinking about sex all the time, where we just coming in our hormones and that's all we thinking about. When the truth is, the older guys that they think are more mature, they're just older thinking the same stuff. But the climate was different. Like you could and again, I'm not an excuse for sexual assault or anything like that. I'm just describing what the climate was back in the 90s, right? We listened to songs that was telling us that girl says no, she really means yes. You had girls who were telling you, hey, I need you to work for it a little bit. Don't if I say no, try and convince me or something. It was in songs and stuff like that. And so boys who were learning, who didn't have a father figure or something like that, to teach them how you're supposed to be sexually towards a girl, you're learning it from that stuff. So when you listen to Poison and when you listen to, you know, what was the Keith Sweat? So I can't remember the name of the song, but when you listen to those songs, you're like, oh, okay, this is how I'm supposed to be if I'm entering into that realm. And you had girls who were dancing to it as if you were accepting of it also. But you know, that it was a different climate. We can't judge how society was back then to where it is now, where we're evolved and we understand that just because she's saying okay doesn't mean that she really means it's okay. She may be feeling intimidated or something like that. We know that now, but that's not what the time it was back then.
Right. Listen, let me play this video real quick, and then we're gonna go into another music break, and we'll come back. We're gonna finish this conversation.
It's a very young, probably too young, bride. So I had these kids very early.
Sean Diddy Combs allegedly threatened to hit Kimora Lee Simmons, who was pregnant at the time.
They told me they couldn't go after Puff, but they could go after Russell Simmons. Those people knew that Russell Simmons was on the chopping block and something was going on.
Kimora Lee Simmons has broken her silence on growing allegations about Diddy being involved in trafficking alongside other high-profile industry men, and she allegedly believes her ex-husband, Russell Simmons, is one of them. In 2017, multiple women accused Russell of SA, with the youngest alleged victim being just 17. And then, months later, Russell moved to Indonesia, a country that doesn't have any extradition treaty with the US. Now, as you all know by now, Diddy's ex, Cassie, accused Diddy of trafficking, SA, and DV in a bombshell lawsuit, which he then settled in record time, probably to avoid the discovery phase in trial. So after Cassie's story blew up, a lot of people pointed out that it sounded very similar to what Kimora Lee went through with Russell Simmons. See, Russell was 35 when he met Kimora, who was 15 or 16, while Diddy was 37 when he allegedly started grooming 19-year-old Cassie. Kimora also accused Russell earlier this year of mistreating her and their two daughters, and one of the daughters provided receipts to show Russell as a dangerous and violent man. And then when you add all this to the fact that Kimora was a close friend of Diddy's late girlfriend, Kim Porter, it really makes you wonder how deep this rabbit hole goes. So now that Kimora is speaking out on Cassie's lawsuit, will this get the ball rolling to expose all these alleged traffickers in the music industry? And could this also lead to Kim Porter's case being reopened? Let's break it down.
Happy birthday
to you. Listen.
When it rains, it pours.
Yes. Yes.
We'll come back. We'll come back.
Yeah, we're gonna come back because
I just wanted to add something now and what about, you know, has anything ever come up about young men being with older women?
Yes. Somebody came out about Mary J. Blige.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We'll come back. We'll come back. Come on.
What's his name? Come on. So, listen, stay connected to 101 TKO Radio in the mail room, y'all. I don't know what's going on, black men. What's going on? Like, seriously, what's going on? Stay connected. Stay tuned to 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. We'll be right back.
All right.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio. It's your girl, Coach TaShon. That was Lady by D'Angelo. Woo! That was my song. That was
that's
song.
You know, he did his girlfriend wrong too.
I don't know what
Angie
it is.
Stone. Angie Stone.
Yeah, he messed up his Stone. Yeah. That's why he got locked up and got fat.
You know what?
Off of commissary. Commissary was slapping, boy.
Y'all are blowing up this chat. Y'all are blowing it up. I got to go back and read some of these comments. But listen, 101 TKO Radio, make sure you have downloaded that app so you can hear the music and all. And go ahead and subscribe over onto 101 TKO Radio. You can talk to us on our fan wall and so much more. And let us know what you want to hear. Let us know what you want to talk about and so forth. But listen, I'm going to do these quick business shout outs. Thank you to these businesses who are supporting the $10 business shout outs. And again, if you want your business shouted out, DM us at the mailroom 7671. Women Are Dope by I Am Chelsea Speaks, Nina Renee, trademark lawyer. The Sofa Pillow Talk, Lady Luxury Designs, and Hair by Tatiana. She is responsible for my do, y'all. For my do.
What you do with it, baby?
That girl in her braids, you can't tell us nothing. So thank you so much.
Pull that hair from the back side right now.
Because if you mess around, he mess around and pull out a braid, it's gonna be on impact.
Chef, stop!
Stop it! Wait! You pulled out a braid, babe. Okay, it's a fight now.
He tried it. When I had my short style, that's one reason why he be mad when I have my short style. He be like trying to rub. I'm like, don't you like I do. When I get my hair done, you ain't touching it. You better find some other way to do. You ain't touching my hair.
Look. I don't even touch my wife's hair. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm gonna get slapped.
There you go. You ain't touching the hair.
All up in there.
I'd be like, yes, but you don't touch. Block.
Coming with a new style, baby. My fingerprints all up in that head. All right?
I was doing the Diddy in the Mary J when I be. No.
I wait until she gotta go and get it done again. So that's when I start messing with it.
Exactly.
Like a belt.
Right.
See, Johnny, see that wind in there? No. See?
You gotta get that good grip,
Hold around to grip my head if you want.
Get off!
Oh, you know what? He's chiming in talking about, you know what? Hush. He's talking about you don't even like that. Shut up, Chef. Chef is, you know what? He over here chiming in. Listen.
Chef. Yeah.
Shout out to Chef.
Shout out to Chef. I'm looking for my shrimp, bro.
Listen, you know not to touch the hair. Look, unless it's close to hair day. Then you can touch it. You mess up my hair.
Oh, we're close to hair day. I'm taking it out then. Oh, I can take it out.
You know what? I'm trying to help you.
See, that's the reason why us women don't like y'all doing it. So y'all too rough with the stuff.
No, but we're trying to help, man. We're trying to help.
Pull out a braid, you know.
Already somebody tight. He's trying to loosen it up for you.
Make it easier.
Don't you hate sitting in the chair for 2 hours while they take the braid out? We can help you.
Hey, baby, I'm a little stressed, baby. Hold on. Come here.
Whoa.
Come here.
Pulling out the hair. Y'all be too rough with the hair. Listen. No, don't touch the hair. So listen, y'all, welcome back to 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. We are chopping it up with my friends with DJ ESmuve, Mark B, DJ Johnny Prince, Mr. Takeover, and Nelson on the ones and twos. Thank y'all so much. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for Black men. Woo!
Appreciate it. I'm here all day.
I love me some black men. Y'all are the bomb.com. So listen, we're talking about this whole black man. What's going on with y'all? What is going on? And I really, again, we ain't gossiping. We just trying to get some understanding, because this is a everyday, believe it or not, this stuff is actually happening every day, you know. And I think with Diddy, them by being in the spotlight, these are behaviors that sometimes we've overlooked. And then we overlook in our relationships, in our families and so forth, you know, and a lot of times women don't come forth. And I know people be like, well, why don't they come forth when it happens? Let me tell you, as a I don't like to say a survivor, but as a person who has experienced sexual assault and rape and whatnot, it's not easy to come forward, you know. And a lot of times these women, they are scared. You know, you are scared to say anything because you know the power of a man. And sometimes that overshadows what you think. You really do try to think about, you're not thinking about the other person in the sense of, oh, I care or whatnot, but you don't know what the backlash is going to be. So a lot of times the women don't come forth until decades later because they, you know, gain some type of courage and whatnot. And then you do have those women who are, their motive is to get money. Because let's be honest, there are some that you knew what you were doing when you went to that hotel room. You knew, you know, just like some of the women in the R. Kelly case, you knew what was going to go down when you go into a hotel room by yourself and you ain't talking about music or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So some of these girls do know what they're doing. Some of these women do know what they're doing. And it makes it harder for the women who actually went through or, you know, don't know, you know? So as black men, how do you really, because a lot of some of y'all have daughters, how do you really feel about Diddy and Aaron and all of these men that's coming out with this stuff and in the climate that we're in today?
Well, let me add to what you were just stating about you know, women being scared. I'm a survivor myself, and when you hear stuff like Diddy may have been groomed allegedly himself by the industry when he was younger, it's almost like a son seeing his dad beat his mom. Not all the time. You may find that child being older and doing the same thing with the women that he's with. And you're right, TaShon. Whereas I didn't believe this as a man, and until it happened to me, that I always wondered why, you know, why couldn't they scream, kick, and run or do something until I was put in that situation myself. You become paralyzed, you get scared, and then being a man having something like that happen to them, who you gonna tell? Because now you're looking at society, gonna look at you as a wimp, it just basically just tearing you down. So any of those boys that may have, because you know they're allegedly saying Justin Bieber, Usher, was a victim, but they're not going to come out because unless something seriously happened, because they're men. You know, what man is going to want to come out and say that? And I had to do that when I came to my folks to let them know what happened to me. So it can be very devastating. And I think sometimes due to the fact that the world tells us that our hormones are high and that we are hunters and that we should go out and seek women the way that we should, I think that gives certain men excuses to be violent.
I never did like it never sat well with me when Usher's mom said, when Usher first came out, that she sent him to live with Diddy and to learn the industry.
Oh, and he talked about that. Oh, I had custody over him.
Right. And that never sat well with me back then when Usher first came out and the whole thing. And I always thought it was something different. But I don't see Usher coming out against Diddy. at no time soon.
Because he's part of the machine. You gotta understand this.
Yeah, you have too much. And that's the thing. They're holding money over. You got stuff where if you tell on me, I'm gonna say this, and I feel like that's what they did with Diddy. Again, it doesn't give him an excuse to do anything to anybody else the way that they did to him. But I can mess up your whole career. So you finna take this.
Yeah.
Well, and then a lot of the folks, what is it, Danny DeCane? They said they tried to tell us back then when he was doing the what was the show? What was his reality show?
You talking about
Making the Band? Yeah, Make the Band.
Yeah, Making the Band.
Making the Band. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them try to tell us, you know, you have that power. JJ said Usher's waiting to write a book. I don't know, JJ. You think he's gonna tell it in the book?
He will. No, Puff gonna tell
I don't know.
Puff
I don't know if Usher would do it.
Who would you say, Mark?
Yeah, I don't know if Usher would do, because Usher's thing is his brand is like he's been more of a manly boy, like sexually, from early age. Like he was talking about love songs and stuff like that from early on. It didn't sit well with me, his mom sending him with Diddy. The same way, like I say this all the time, and I got into it with folks about whether it's this, whether it's R. Kelly, whether it's Bill Cosby. Everybody wasn't a victim. There were victims, you know. But everybody wasn't a victim. Some people were honest, because when you know what this person does, and when you've heard the rumors and stuff like that, and you still choose to engage, you're engaging because you see a benefit at the end of it. So everybody, that's what I'm saying. The hard part is trying to determine who the victims were and who the opportunists were. You know what I mean? So you have to figure out, and this isn't excusing, you know, P-Gate with R. Kelly, or you know what I'm saying, anything, Mr. Papa Pump, you know what I'm saying, or Mr. Papa Perk with Cosby. It's not excusing any of that stuff, but if you know that R. Kelly got a weak bladder when women come around, then why are you sending your daughter over there? You know what I mean? Like, why?
Exactly. That's why I didn't understand when that segment. I don't know if y'all remember seeing this on the Lifetime with the whole R. Kelly thing, and the two parents who were screaming, "I want my daughter in the building." I'm like, first of all, if this was really real for you, if you really were trying to get your daughter, ain't nothing gonna hold me back between
you. Ain't gonna stop me from being in there.
Right.
First of all, the building would be burned down. Okay, so that lets you know right there. No, the money ran out for y'all, and now you want to scream rape and all this kind of stuff, and that's why, that's why I'm like, what are we out to crucify our black man? Somebody said P-Gate. So it's like, are we really out here? Are we excusing it? Are we? And it is hard to decipher. Like I said, some of them were not victims. You can clearly see that. One thing I do have to say, I can respect Candy and Todd. They let you know that they deal in open relationships and have third party sets and all that kind of stuff. But what they also let you know, and with T.I. them as well, they have them NDAs. Because remember, that girl, they tried to come out against T.I. and Tiny them because she wanted some money. Exactly. Because exactly. You know, that if you're gonna do this kind of stuff and you know what is gonna happen, you don't have that stuff in writing, you don't have an agreement. You got to pick and choose these folks, or what, you know, it's a lot to decipher from all of that. But it's I don't know, this whole grooming stuff and all of that. I'm just, but it's not
that's why I'm mindful of the grooming term, right? Because Yes, there are dudes like if you come into the industry, you come into Diddy and you like, I really want to sing and I really want to get on, and he's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, come on in here and we'll get you on Bad Boy. We got to do some artist development. Take your clothes off. Like if that's what okay, he's grooming this girl. But if this girl's like, I see all these cars, I see all this money, let me let one of my boobs pop out on accident. Oops, sorry, Diddy. Can you put that back in from if that's what's going on, she's not a victim. She's an opportunist. Same thing with a guy. Like it's touchy when we were talking about Mary J. Blige. It's touchy because again, a boy at 15 is at the height of his hormones. I wanted to take down every like good looking teacher that I had. You know what I'm saying? At 15. I take all of them down.
Yes.
But my mind was underdeveloped at the time.
Right. Hold that thought, because me and Nelson were just talking about that with this whole Danny Boy situation and Mary J. Hold that thought, you guys. When we come back, we're going to talk about that, because is there a double standard? Because you do have a lot of women who are, quote unquote, grooming the young male artists. Is that acceptable? Is it a double standard? What's really going on? So listen, stay connected to 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. We'll be back. What you say, Will and Jada?
Jada.
That dang Jada
situation.
Listen, that entanglement. Woo, listen, all this mess that's going on. I'm just
putting that poo-tang on that young man like that.
He was literally in his feelings. He went and told.
That boy got that yum.
Listen, we'll be right back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. That was Slay Ride by TLC, one of the OGs of Atlanta. That was my group. Yeah, TLC. Man, listen, we are talking about this whole today, what's going on, Black man, what's going on. And again, it's not every Black man or, but things are happening to these celebrity Black men that's coming on out. I'm not surprised, though. I'm really not surprised. I think a lot of people are surprised because, again, we never, we don't know these people. We just know them as the artists and what they've been groomed to show us in the public eye, But behind the scenes, we don't know these people unless you really know them, being friends with, and nobody I know in my group, my circle, know these people. So, so when this stuff comes out, we're like, oh, he didn't do that or whatnot. How you know?
Well, let me tell you this.
Let me tell you this.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
you're from Brooklyn.
Early Puff. We're talking about when he was at Uptown, 90, 89, 90. We heard the stories. Puff used to own a house down Manhattan somewhere. And we heard the stories. We heard the stories.
Yeah.
So, early, of course, it was hard to believe because this is Puff, whatever.
Right.
But as the year go on, we hearing similar stories. You know what I mean? I'm in Puffy house. I'm finding all types of different types of toys, or or I opened the door and he was naked. Like we're hearing these stories over the years.
Yeah.
Same as Mary. Let me tell you something about Mary.
Oh, wow.
Let me tell Mary. The same thing with Mary. Like we heard the stories. So over the years now, it's like, wow, they were true. Like these people were wild. Now we don't know the specifics of whatever was, what they were being accused of, but there has to be some sort of validity because we keep hearing these same stories from different people.
Yeah.
So it's like it has to be some sort of validity to this. Your girl, it's another one, Mariah. Let me look.
No, you better not say nothing about Mariah. You better not.
Mariah, go back like
Mariah used to be in Marcy. When Clue used to bring Mariah out in Marcy Project in Brooklyn. Down in Bed-Stuy, same project.
Mariah was in Marcy Project.
Look. All I'm gonna say is, listen, I can't. This is a family show, so I can't say what I can't say. Right? So I just can't. But
Nick was lucky.
No, Nick wasn't. Nick, Nick. It's not that she was lucky. We don't know. We don't know what he was thinking. But anyway,
she turned Nick out. That was.
Yeah, because if you see Nick Cannon's first movie when he was the pool boy,
he
was so innocent. Now you see him now, boy. Yeah.
Different. But no, with Puff though. There was an interview I was watching where Cameron was talking about, him and Mace known each other since they were like in junior high school or whatever. And Cam said that he was over, like Mace used to live with me back when he first started. And he said he went over there and he sees this fake schlong, this dildo or whatever in the sink or whatever, and Cam was like, "Yo, what's going on?" He said, "Mace was like, yeah, that's Diddy's thing, man. I don't know what he doing with it or whatever."
But didn't Mace fall out with Diddy a few years back? They had the argument about publishing. The money or something like that.
Over publishing. He wouldn't give him his masters.
Right.
Publishing that was just a cover. It was Puff. Mason saw too much. He's like, I'm out. I gotta get out of here.
Puff Daddy
I gotta get out of here.
He became a Christian.
This not for me.
Yeah, it made him run back to the church.
Not for me. So he had to get up out. He had to get up out of it. The publishing and mass and all that. That was just the reason. But Mace was just he was literally afraid.
But
he
think
was
about
like, I got to go.
Think about Orlando Brown and Jaguar too, though.
They're not crazy.
They're not. I was just telling Nelson, that industry messed up Orlando, and I feel so bad for. I keep him in prayer because y'all remember we were just talking about this. The Corey Feldman and all of them, they've been screaming out about this stuff. Yeah, they've been screaming out about this stuff, and it's been the guys that's been doing this, and then vice versa. We don't know what women they've been sending into these young boys so forth, and turn them out. And so now they're screaming out, and now they're making
men.
And like
men, exactly.
They're not crazy. They're not crazy. I've always believed Orlando. I'm like, something happened to that baby. Like, and he can't, nobody is there to believe him because I'm pretty sure they've threatened him. So just like Corey, if you notice, he's been blackballed ever since he came out about this stuff, and he can't he can't be free. So that's why I'm like, it got to be some truth to this stuff. Bow Wow, if you look at Bow Wow and all of them, like, I don't know what's going on with Bow Wow, but I don't know if JD them were in that crew or whatnot, but
they were. They were.
But
see what it is the rooms. It's them rooms. Them rooms is different.
They might not have been as deep as Puffy them, but they all those in
now, tread lightly. I don't know about the JD and the Atlanta crew now. We ain't.
You're not going to get your money. That money, you're not going to get this certain level without being in them rooms.
The same folks that you don't want to believe.
So they always had elevation rooms.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think JD always seemed like, I think because JD's daddy was in the industry, and I think that. Like if you coming from nothing, not being in the industry, and then getting into the industry, you're probably more susceptible to they doing all this freaky stuff, and let me open this door over here. Ooh, they doing all. But when your pops or your mom's been in the industry already, and you've already seen cats get wild out there, so JD always seemed like he's a little, and I don't know. Like number one, I don't know him. Number two, I ain't even from Atlanta, so I don't know. But he always he was a little,
which is why we never heard really nothing about Whitney, because she came up in it under Dion.
Just saying that.
You know what I'm saying? We never hear anything about that. But we knew Whitney been doing that thing from teenagers. She been on that drug from young.
Wow.
Young.
It's like Michael Jackson. The same. It's like Michael Jackson. Same thing. I know that. Allegedly, I feel like that man daddy.
Hold on, LeBron. Nelson was. Hold on.
I'm sorry, Nelson. Go ahead.
TaShon earlier was a lot of folks like Whitney Houston. That was Clive Davis, darling.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, what Puff going through, you got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Puff was like associated with Clive Davis.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I think, you know what I'm saying, not claiming him as a victim, but if he grew up in that and see, hey, this is how we move in this industry. This is what we do.
He sold himself.
Right. And so
like, okay, now that I agree with.
This is how, how it goes. You know
Yeah.
So and then and some of these artists that like Orlando Brown or whatever, because somebody that I know that was in the industry, he was saying he went to like when you go to these events or what like mansion party, you got to think about it, because think about it like this. You know how the ladies that be coming out with the champagne glass and he told me like those type of things. He said, when he went one time, he'll go again because they drug those things. And so you going in there.
Right.
I'm bringing my own bottle.
Yeah. Some of these people are passing out, and then they take photos of them in compromising positions.
Right. And you hold it over the head.
Right.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, that even
Listen.
happened like back in the days when you used to order your drink, man. You know what I'm saying? At the
Yeah.
bar, they would put
Right.
something in your drink before they
Yeah.
bring it to you. That's why
Yeah.
every time I went into a club, I always had me a bottle tucked to the
Listen.
side.
That
No doubt.
listen, I
Or it
never,
was in my
never
DJ crate.
kept my
You know what I'm
drink.
saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, stay connected. We got to take another music break. When we come back, we're going to continue this talk because it is a lot to it. It's a lot more than we really know. And again, we're not here to gossip. We are talking about what's really going on because if you think about it, the fellas made some good points. If it was done to them, then what do you really think they're going to keep the cycle going? So it's like we're going to have to get back, not excusing Diddy and the rest of the crew, but now we need to really go back and say, where's this coming from? Where does it start? Because it didn't just start with them in doing this mess. It didn't just start with them. So who's really at the top of this pyramid and who's doing this? And why? You know what I'm saying?
That's going to be a whole
Big
lot of
names.
cans of worms.
Oh, yeah, that's
being
gonna be
open
open.
right now.
You don't want to
That's
see.
right. We ain't
Very
gonna
good.
open too
That
much
out
of it because but you know and again we do have to look at the stuff because again as black men we're crucifying our black men. R. Kelly and all of them, we are crucifying them, but are actually getting to the top of this thing. So listen,
That's a question that I did want to ask.
yeah.
Do we cancel Diddy now like we did?
That's my next question. Well, listen,
Yeah.
stay connected to 101 TKO Radio and the mail room. When we come back, let's answer that live right here on 101 TKO
No
Radio.
doubt. Let's go.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. That was Twisted with Keith Sweat. Now, we ain't had no issue with Keith Sweat, have it? Keith ain't been in no mess. I think his was more
Keith
like
knew what to do.
Keith know how to sign them NDAs.
Keith knew what to do.
He was like Uncle Luke.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, girl, let me give you this NDA. Your mouth better stay closed today.
Right. Like, Keith Sweat was like a stockbroker.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he was
bro.
So yeah, smart guy. So he was doing his stockbroker stuff and doing his music at the same time.
Keith was selling a hell of a lot of stock with that voice, though.
Yeah, look. He's like, you go ahead and sign this paperwork, baby. Go ahead and sign this paperwork, and then we go ahead and do what we do.
Because you look at some of the artists that you like, they haven't been in trouble, and you just kind of figure out like what was the difference because you're in this music industry and you're in this industry. But again, I always say what Samuel L. Jackson and Denzel Washington would say: take your butt home from these parties.
Listen, we know there is a culture. This can go back to the 50s.
Yeah.
James Brown and them. We it goes that far back.
What about James Brown on this show? Can we get into James Brown?
Oh, we can get into James Brown. We can get into we can get into Quincy.
James was wild.
We can get into
look. Quincy.
Nobody want to say his.
Ain't nobody talking about Quincy either. Quincy don't say. Ooh.
See, this is what I'm saying. See, and see what's happening.
Barry Gordy.
That's another one. Why you think he's still alive?
What
you mean?
Like,
come on. Like there's a culture for this, and it just so happened. Puff, this is what I'm thinking. Puff happened to make it to almost to the elite to the top. And
mogul stat.
Exactly, and he got carried away. He lost himself. Came down here and figgled and diggled with the regular folk, and now he jammed himself up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're supposed to stay in them rooms, Puff ain't staying in them rooms.
They kicked him out.
They tried to bring it on the outside.
Exactly.
Once they use you up, they get rid of you.
Exactly.
And so now he's having to mingle with us, but then.
So he wasn't trying to buy NBC Studios.
Who?
Probably. Probably. That's probably what it was.
He wasn't trying to buy one of them studios network.
Probably.
Because I'm waiting for that narrative to come out. Like, you know how black folks be like, well, he was trying to buy. No, he wasn't trying to buy no doggone studio.
My thing is, just like I just commented, you can look at their situation kind of like how Trump finagles people and all his employees. Hey, let me talk to you. If you open this business up for me, it not only will make you some money, and he know that business ain't gonna go right. The authorities gonna find out he doing something he ain't got no business doing. But guess what? It's out of his hand because his name ain't on.
Right, but I'll give you this $100,000 for you to start your business.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly what they've been doing to the men in the industry.
And once I get my money back and my profit, you're out. I don't care no more. You do what you want.
To be honest, Puff is the smoke because we're not talking about Epstein. We need to talk about that as well.
Epstein,
you know what I'm saying? Nobody never talk about that.
Epstein.
No.
Epstein.
We're saying that Epstein, but Epstein, I don't think he dead.
No, hell no, he ain't dead.
He ain't dead.
No, he ain't dead.
He on the island with Tupac somewhere.
He ain't dead.
His new name is
Hey, so I'm glad y'all brought that up. You do know the reason why, even though I'm kind of glad Suge didn't make that move because he probably would have still been doing the same thing. But they was trying to stop Suge from being the first black publisher
because he wasn't with that stuff. This is I'm not in the rooms. Don't associate me with them people in them rooms.
Yeah,
this is Death Row. Yeah. I'm making my own. This is my own here.
And that's what he was trying. You got to think about it though. He would have been a threat to the industry if he would have become the first black publisher.
Look where he at now. Where he at now?
And he releasing album stuff. That's a lot of money.
Of course, just like Dre and Cube them, they went in them offices and tore them up. They ain't mess with Cube. Then see See, that's how that East Coast, West Coast. See, we gangster like that. We ain't let nobody outdo it. See, y'all ain't know how to go in there and tear them offices up. Y'all ain't coming there with no bat. Y'all just laid down. Them East Coast folks just laid down. See, Cube them was like, nah,
take that. Cripple walking.
Here's the thing, though.
They went to tear them offices up.
He did. He came. He had a bat, I think, is what they said. But the thing is, when you reach a certain level of affluence, right? That's when the stuff that's on the inside of you starts coming out. Because maybe you was just a little bit freaky, but you kept it to yourself because you was on the grind trying to make your money and stuff like that. Then you get into these rooms where other folks is freaky too, and you're like, oh, so we can do this whole Caligula thing going on. Yeah, but they got long money, right? So you got your new money, and they got their long money. So when somebody starts like leaking, telling stories and stuff like that, them stories gonna go on you. They ain't gonna go on the cats that got the long money. Because the long money cats, they own all of the media sites that will publish all those different things. So, but you don't own that. All you are is just a little shiny little dangling light right now. That you just got your money, so you just happy to be in the room. They the ones who built the room.
Exactly. Puff don't own nothing. He just happened to be almost a billionaire, but he didn't own anything to keep him secretive or keep him not being seen.
He about to be a dollionaire now.
Yeah, he about to be a dollionaire. Exactly.
His money about to go away because all that little money that he done stacked up, lawyer fees.
You
know what I'm saying?
More people. He gonna start talking because I'm telling you now, it's gonna be a whole lot more names. A whole lot more is going to come out of this. Puff is not going to go. Puff is on his way down.
Another video that we don't. I'm not going to put up for y'all to play because I think it's too long. But you have somebody interviewing Fat Joe, and Fat Joe sitting up there saying exactly what you just said. Oh man, we always thought Puff Daddy was kind of shady, at the party and stuff. Man, you was sitting up there doing the same thing that they were doing. Now that he getting caught, you sitting up there trying to separate yourself from him.
That's what's happening right now.
The Breakfast Club, the Breakfast Club had Diddy on there, and they played back some audio of stuff that he was saying. And he in the party talking about, oh yeah, Daddy, I like it. Hold on.
He said that was me. He said
like, I need all the New York. I need all the New York
cats. Was that when he had the burn? Was that when he had
I need all y'all to answer for it. Yeah. I need y'all to explain what's going on here. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Daddy, I like it when you do stuff like that.
I'm telling you.
When you look at that video, the original video, Fab, he had that look like
Steve
from Brooklyn. He was scared. He was scared.
You think he was scared, or he really was like shocked? Like, is he sitting there asking me?
Yeah.
Because he was like, we ain't never party, and he emphasized party. Like, I'm like, dang, dude.
Yeah.
You want
that party
with
meant
a guy
something
like that? Yeah, and Fab was looking.
Did y'all ever see the pictures that surfaced with Puffy and all the rappers? They go to this white party.
It went all white.
White guys. You know what I'm saying? And it's just nothing but guys in this whole fucking party. Or excuse me.
Cat Williams.
Nothing but guys in this whole party.
Yeah.
But that's a scary sight.
I'm coming out.
Yeah,
married men.
Yes.
What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing here?
Blackball him.
Who?
Yeah.
Cat
Williams. Yeah.
When he came out and did that,
because Cat said, "I don't go."
Party, they blackball him for a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
well, think about Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle was fighting against the industry. It may not have been the sets, but he's like, listen, y'all not about to use me and sit me out and whatnot. I know what y'all are doing. Like, I think that it goes so much deeper, and you do have to be ballsy, and you do have to stand on your morals and values and say, listen, I'm not going down this road with y'all. This is not who I am, and I don't need y'all's money. I think that's where it comes down to. Like, I have enough confidence in myself and what I believe in. I'm not about to roll around in this hay with y'all because I know what will happen. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be caught red-handed, and y'all gonna be scot-free. I'm not going to do that.
So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna probably you know, make some enemies, but I feel that we tend to think all white money is good money.
That's what we were talking.
Black men.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, black men, we think all white money is
course.
good money. I'm gonna sit up here and throw Oprah up under the bus too.
Come on now.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
Yes, we are. Because guess what? She was on the island. She was on that island.
No, you ain't.
She was on the island.
Thinks that she's out of the woodwork. She thinks she's out of the fire, but she's
cut
tied up
off.
in that.
You better not say nothing bad about my Oprah.
Come on now.
There's gonna be some teenage boys like Oprah groomed me.
Yeah.
Oprah touched my booty.
Oprah groomed somebody.
Been locked up behind her house for years.
If y'all say something about my Oprah.
But no, on a serious note, she's tied up in that same money. Says she can only say certain things. She can be part of certain stuff. And we on the outside looking at her, proud of her, saying, "Oh, she has her own money." But her money is tied up the same way.
Yeah. So do you think Tyler Perry caught up in that too?
Yes. I think so. Yeah, most
really?
Definitely. Most definitely.
No. You know what?
Because you can't say when you can't say certain stuff because you're too scared that they're gonna take your commercial money from you.
Yeah,
you're tied up with it.
I don't know. You know,
I think there's a responsibility on what you can say, and it's the same way.
Well, no. I'm just saying because you got to think about where they're at. Their ability to sit up here and do and speak up and say certain stuff about the community during certain things. And I understand certain people don't want to be a part of certain stuff just because of themselves, but they can't. She can't say certain things, or he can't because they're going to say snip.
Yeah. I'm careful not. I'm careful not to even. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, right?
Yeah.
But I do watch what folks is doing, how they moving. So like I look at there's a difference between like the Tyler Perry and the Oprah type of situation where they dealing with some long money and they dealing with some old money, right?
Yeah.
And then it's different with like Diddy and with like Jamie Foxx and stuff like that, because when as a man, right?
Yeah.
When I was a boy, when I was young, if I had access to women and money and like all the glitzy stuff, I would be wilding because I didn't have that. So I would have tried to took down every chick that I could take down. I would have tried to buy every car. You telling me I can go in a room and there's 5 chicks in there and they're just for me? I'll be back and I'd gone and I'd be in there handling my business, right? Now, do I know whether 2 of those girls were forced to be in there or not? I don't know. If I go in there and maybe this is the 3rd time that I've had this happen, am I checking to see whether every girl is okay? You know, when that's in there now, I'm in there. You know what you here for? You know what I'm saying? Now, am I a predator at that point? Maybe. You know, like because
Mark.
Yeah.
Hold that thought. That's a good question. Are you a predator or not at that point? Listen, we're gonna take a quick music break and we'll come back. Let's answer that question. Are these black men, will they be considered a predator or not? Like, you don't know. So listen, stay connected to 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. We'll be right back.
Alien versus Predator.
Who's alien?
Mute yourself, Ron.
And we are back live in the studio, 101 TKO Radio.
Hey.
Ron got our business shout outs.
Unmute yourself, bro.
Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Hey, you know what, Edward, man, you rubbing off on me, man.
See?
All the businesses that are taking advantage of our shout outs on the mailroom is Latresa A. Crawford. Latressa, I'm so sorry, Miss Tressa. Our executive life coach, the Plush Lab, the Power Experience, I Can Be the Mess, and our very own DJ Johnny Prince.
Jay Prince.
Let's go, baby.
And again, if you want your business shout outs, we have a few packages. Take advantage of them, you guys. Take advantage. I'm not sharing out. My crew ain't posting and reposting your business and shouting it out. No. Get with us on our IG at the mailroom 7671.
Right.
Or you can visit me at IamTrinetteLcollier.com. We ain't doing that for the 24. We ain't doing that no more in the 2024.
Talk about it.
Tell y'all, we're not doing that.
Tell y'all, I just can't wait till 2023. Get his Jahan up out of here. And I said Jahan, not behind.
I'm trying to figure out why 2023 came and went in just a matter of days. I'm trying to figure that out.
Birthday.
I know, because next week is Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Literally. And speaking of the Tressa, let's send a special happy birthday to her. Today is her birthday. As you know, she's been a panelist of the mailroom. She is a big supporter and so forth. So happy birthday, Latressa.
Happy birthday, baby.
My Brown Knight sister and coach and all of that. So happy birthday. But again, yes, if you know that you got a business and we're on a real radio show, y'all, 101 TKO Radio, we in the building. Stonecrest Mall.
We knocking them out the
Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us. Stop playing. I got listen. So make sure you get your business shouted out. I ain't reposting, I ain't resharing, I ain't doing none of that. No. Y'all, I'm telling y'all ain't gonna like me no more.
Come on,
y'all ain't gonna like it. It's gonna be the real the Joe Collier about to come out. I done been channeling my mom and daddy them.
Hey, DJ, that's you can tell that she's been she done got upset for the past few years of Thanksgiving just ruining
because this Thanksgiving,
that one day
somebody done messed up the macaroni and cheese.
Y'all done messed up November. Y'all done disrespected my month. Come up in here. Just one day. And not even
one day of the year.
Right.
Say what your chest, girl. Say what your chest, girl.
That's right. The mailroom. TaShon ain't playing no more. Y'all ain't gonna get this niceness no more. Y'all got how many days left? 20-some days left. Sure, y'all better get on it. Listen, we about to get into this noonday mix with DJ ESmuve. Noonday mix. Y'all, I'm so blessed. I got two DJs. I got two DJs.
My air horn on.
Right. So listen, we getting ready for this noonday mix. Get your dance on. Y'all ready to dance?
Yeah.
What we doing today, DJ? What we doing?
We doing that Diddy mix.
We doing that
mix. Talking about Diddy. We gonna go back in the days for Diddy.
Yeah.
Before everybody start canceling them out, let's do the Diddy mix.
Right. So listen, turn up your radio live on 101 TKO Radio. You better already have that app. So turn it up because we're about to get into this. DJ ESmuve, noonday mix live on 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. Nelson, you ready? Let's go.
You're listening to
Woo! Listen, 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. DJ.
Man, listen, I'm sitting up here, man. I'm dancing in this chair. I swear for goodness, I think I done lost about 20 chair pounds.
Between you and
I'm
DJ
chair
Prince,
twerking.
unmute yourself, DJ Prince.
Right.
I lost 50 pounds, baby. 50 pounds, baby.
That's
Brooklyn.
for 2024. Between these two DJs, yo, I'm gonna lose some weight.
That's exactly what I was talking about. The music back then, Puffy done came out with back in the 90s. Bro,
Oh, yeah.
music was hot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why it's hard to
hot.
cancel him. It's hard to cancel him and R. Kelly. It's hard to cancel these people.
It is. And then like now I'm thinking about like with Faith Evans and Biggie and all of them. Like,
do we cancel them too?
Right. You got if you cancel Puffy, you got a lot of people to cancel.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. That's what I'm wondering. Like, how would we cancel? Like,
we can cancel him.
How we can't cancel. Like we've got into this culture of canceling. Like, who gave you the authority? Are we gonna pick and choose who to cancel? Because if that's the case, we need to cancel a whole lot of actors and actresses.
Hell yeah.
I've had a lot of clients get mad at me, but you know they overcame it because they had to actually listen to the music. Because I still play some R. Kelly joints.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? And them R. Kelly joints is banging.
Yes.
You know, so
if we haven't
left, side to side.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
right.
I think we have to take that true stand, and when we get the facts, then we say, okay, you know what, this person, no, we need to not, you know, and that's what they call it, selective. We select who we want to cancel. We select who we want to protest against or whatnot. Now, again, I'm not excusing R. Kelly's behavior and whatnot.
Right,
you know, what he did was wrong to some of those girls. You know what I'm saying? Not all of those girls were victims. And not all of the people in Diddy's case are victims. You knew a lot of this stuff. You knew what was going on when you went to those parties. Point blank. You knew when you got an invitation to come and hang out. You know, like you knew. And then a lot of these parents that were with their children, they knew too. They knew too. You ain't that dumb to the industry because you're looking at the money. You need money.
Right.
You know
What we're not doing is we're constantly talking about that, and I'm not calling it a low level, but it's a low level when we constantly trying to crucify Cosby and Diddy and finna be Puff Daddy, but ain't nobody saying nothing about Robert's family.
Nope, exactly.
Yeah.
Talking about Robert's family. Even though his brother came out and said, well, Robert came to us about this, they shot him down. And again, that was my thing about me being raped. Nobody really believed me at first, except for my mom and my best friend. And if it wasn't from that, I probably would have went crazy myself because I went through a little stage where I was conflicted because here I am, a person that was associated with gang banging and all this. How can that happen to me? You know what I'm saying? And so when you go tell somebody that you care about and they shut you down, like, oh no, that didn't happen. What are you supposed to do?
Back then they swept it under the rug because they didn't want nobody to know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Right. So and they didn't want to bring shame to the family.
Right.
That's why I say if you gonna cancel Kelly, if you gonna cancel Diddy, cancel your uncle because he raped your sister.
Cancel your mama and your daddy.
Cancel your mom and your daddy. You know what I mean? They was out there wild and touching your little brother and your sister, and you ain't saying nothing.
Right.
Well, let me disclose. Ain't nothing happened in my family. That was somebody outside.
No, not you. Not you.
Not you. You know how some folks feel. So, you know, that happened to you. You think, no, that was
What such and such said. You're right. You're right.
What I was saying about you put your, because I kind of put myself in a situation, and that's what's so sad about it. I put myself in that situation unknowingly.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of, so you go in there for that money, where them girls going in for the money, and they think, oh, he's so cute. Oh, this R. Kelly. I'm just gonna do it. And then it ain't what you think it is. And now you can't go no more.
That's true on some cases. That's true on some cases. I
Yeah,
guess
not all of them. Yeah.
I think when you know that you're going into a hotel room with a grown man,
right?
You know what it is.
At some level, you do have to use your spidey senses. You have to understand, like, listen, something ain't right about this.
Case
I'm
in
going
point.
to a hotel room with a grown man. We ain't talking,
looking at that.
especially if I'm underage or you know,
They thinking
and
it's
my
R. Kelly.
parents outside the room door.
No, all they thinking is R. Kelly.
Case in point. Let's take it back a little bit. Mike Tyson.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you gonna go up to Mike Tyson's hotel room 2 o'clock in the morning?
Come
what
on,
y'all gonna do? Play Scrabble?
Come on,
not gonna happen.
Yeah, Scrabble. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's not happening.
No,
you know what you're going up there for,
right?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that applies to us in real life. I knew as a woman, if I got a call after midnight, it's a booty call.
Yeah. If
I was inviting a man over at my apartment after a certain time, I knew he wasn't coming over and we gonna read the Bible. No, we gonna do some things because that intentions are there. And sometimes we as women, we do play dumb. We do play that. And I hate that because we do get men in trouble, especially our Black men. We would get them in trouble because you knew what you were doing. And I know women are not going to like me for this, but we have to take accountability for our actions. You know, if you're gonna if you're putting on certain things and you're getting all dolled up, and you don't have, and your agenda is, oh, let me see what he's talking about. No, girl, you already know what he's talking about. He already indicated to you what he was saying. He ain't got to use all them code words. Now, granted, there are some situations that you don't know that, and that's different. But for the ones who do know, you know what you're doing. You know that you're going over to somebody's house, and you know that it's just you and him. And you know it's dark, and you know that everything else, you're not going to sit up there and watch Sesame Street, baby.
If y'all get invited over to a chick's house and you got a ham sandwich sitting on the counter when you get in there, it's time to turn back around, or you want to eat one or two.
So you pretty much, you just telling me all my life that I got put in the friend zone because I didn't fall victim to the booty call. I didn't go over and get none. I sat and talked. So now I feel bad.
Oh, damn.
If you sat and talked.
You sat and talked at 2 in the morning.
Right. What's wrong with you? At 2 o'clock in the morning, you gonna talk? What you talking about?
And man, I wasn't talking to no 2
it's 2:05. I mean, let's see what Johnny Carson talking about.
I wasn't talking.
You ain't get the clapping at 2 in the morning, son.
Right.
And if you wanted to talk, you had to go. I was just that type of girl. If you try to talk,
that's why I got sent home, huh? Okay.
You don't know where to talk. We can do this on the phone. You want to come over here and have a conversation for?
Call me and fall asleep on the phone again.
Coming over here for?
Wow.
I told you what you were coming over here for. What you want to talk and have a conversation? I ain't trying to get to know you.
Right.
Oh my God.
Drop them drawers. Go and get to know what you're
I'm trying to get my thing.
You playing. What you talking like? Literally, I did have a guy like that. He wanted to come over and talk. Negro, I ain't trying to talk to you. I don't like you like that. You got something that I want.
TaShon,
you got something I want. You know it.
No,
Chef, if you listening to this, you need to tell her to go back to that person.
You see, everything like we said, everything comes out in the open. This is what happens when you get older. You start to bring stuff out.
Yeah, you know. Listen, I got the next 52 years on this earth, and I ain't got time to be sugarcoated.
Chef need to go in the other room and call you. Hey, you think you can come in this room and
I got some little
call you after 12 o'clock at night. Hey, you think you can come over?
Listen, I never understood that. Like, I was in that phase where I didn't want you to come over and talk. You knew what you were doing when you called me. Hey, and y'all know how them phone calls. What you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
You want some company?
I didn't get that. I didn't get it. So
you didn't get the phone calls.
No, I'm saying they didn't come out and get the you know, so I didn't know that's what they.
If you got that phone call,
Sure, you
hey
about to
girl,
curse.
what's up?
Yeah.
What you doing?
So I don't miss
Where
out
you
on
at?
some.
I'm at home. You want some company? Yeah, come on over.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I'll
all
be over there in
I
about
thought
10
you
minutes.
just.
That gave you enough time to go in the bathroom, do your little whole bath, and then get ready.
Bruh.
Wow.
Bruh.
So you
man, I feel
wanted
bad
to
for you,
talk.
man.
You wanted to
I
talk.
thought they wanted to talk, so I just talked.
LeBron, come on now.
Man.
Come on now.
Oh, man.
So when you got over there and you talked, how was her facial expression? I know it had to be like, God damn it.
No, you know what? We actually talked. We talked, but
she tolerated you. That's what it
probably
was.
what it was. That's
She was
probably
hoping
what it
that by the third sentence,
hold on,
third
hold on.
paragraph, that you would just go ahead and just be like, all right, let's go.
Take off. Was she wearing something nice and elegant?
One time the person was, yeah.
Okay, one time. Man. That was your cue. When you went over there again at 2:00 and she was fully clothed, that was your cue.
I would have mollywopped the ass all over that living room.
You know what I mean? Chandelier. Kitchen table. The countertop.
You over there having a
gotta go in the refrigerator
conversation.
Hey, how you doing, sis? You want to talk? What's going on with you? Let me know.
And let me guess, Johnny, Ed, guess what the conversation is about? I ain't gonna do you like that. I ain't gonna do you like that. I love you, bro, but I bet you this is your conversation. Hey, did you know that the slaves were on the
Hey, I wasn't even on that then. I wasn't on that then. I was not on that.
Did you know that Puff Daddy?
I was not on that then.
Hey, did you watch the Charlie Brown special tonight?
Yeah, nah.
Boy, that heat might have something, man.
You going to church in the morning?
Right.
Because the pastor, he had a real good sermon last Sunday. Think about that.
Nah.
And you was sitting on the couch, and that girl was probably trying to be. Was she touching on you?
Ooh.
Actually, I was in the bedroom.
Was she
touching on you?
No, she wasn't. She was not.
But she wanted you to touch on her.
Yeah, right. She wanted you to touch on her.
Look, man, that's not the time when y'all talk about Kmart got in a blue special.
You know what?
Yo.
I don't think things would have happened the way that it happened if I would have.
Okay, well, good thing. Good. All right. We're gonna
leave it at that. Okay, you was respectful. You was respectful. But if she was wearing something elegant, you wasn't supposed to be respectful. She didn't want you to be respectful.
Yeah, right.
Now,
so
if you went in there and she had on her church
on.
outfit from last night, you know what I'm saying? Nice little suit. Yeah, then you be respectful. But if she coming out in a nightgown and a negligee, then it's time for you not to be respectful.
So you put your own stuff in that friend zone, LaRon. Yeah. I can't wait for your book to come out. Listen,
man, I can't wait for your book to come out.
Evelyn said, I agree. They were not all victims, but influence can be a bully. They think, I quote, I won't get my chance if I don't go to the parties or rooms. Unquote, the ones who know complicate.
That is a good one. That's
true.
That's real true. That's real
they
true.
just fall victim. They just keep going on that motion and thinking that stuff is going to change. Or that person may be even saying, "Oh, it's going to get better." We ain't gonna have to do this after so long. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
But they want a big break. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for that big break. They're looking for, this is my chance.
That's all right.
So that leads me into more topics, more conversation about the communication between Black men and Black women. Like, what are we really saying with each other? What are our conversations? Because all jokes aside, LaRon, you're my little brother. I love you dearly. But for instance, when you have good guys such as LaRon going over to a woman's house and Mark said, no, I needed consent. Once I got that green light, then when you get that consent, so what is that communication? So LaRon's case, in his case, he's like, okay, I'm trying to be respectful and whatnot. But what was the communication? What was her language? Like she wanted,
right.
But he's
You
like,
ain't say nothing. But if you don't tell me nothing, I'm not gonna cross that line.
Right. I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
Right. So it's like, what is that communication? And that's why I am always saying and I tell my nieces this, when you're in the presence of a man and you're dating, you need to make what you want clear. Don't give these hints and all of this, because we're not in that culture now. We're not in that time. That time now, we need to be upfront and honest. You let them know, listen, I'm not having sex with you. I'm not doing this. I'm dating X, Y, and Z. So, that communication piece is very, very essential. Listen, stay connected. We're about to take another song break, and then we'll be wrapping this thing up as always, man. Y'all, listen, y'all are hilarious. LaRon, I could just get you there right there.
Me like this, man.
I know, but you brought that on yourself, dude. You brought that on yourself.
Sean, you told me this was a safe space, man.
Yeah, it's a safe space, all right.
That girl wants you to look at her up.
I can just see him now, just sitting there, just patiently talking, and she over there just, she inside just pissed. She is pissed. She's gonna get some. Listen, we'll be right back live on 101 TKO Radio.
Knocking them out.
He ain't knocking out that night.
Okay.
We'll be right back. And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio. That was Goodbye Love by Guy. Woo!
Woo! See,
Goodbye
That's
Love.
all right there.
See, that's that music right there, boy. There was a whole bunch of babies born back in them days.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Boyfriend. Woo.
Except for one. Take over.
Oh.
My bad. See, I told you I was gonna get you back for talking about me when my mic was mute. I told you.
Nothing going on that night.
Ghosts in this room.
Nothing going on that night.
Wasn't nothing going on. It wasn't kicking.
in that conversation.
You know what? I just asked that person if she wanted me to make a move, and she said she probably would have received it, but
she trying to be so gentle with it.
Just now asked.
Wait, you just asked her?
Yeah, I just asked her that.
From back in the days, you just asked that same person. Is that your wife?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I'm about to say,
all
bro.
right. You need to put two and two together, bro. Because come on now.
So, you know what?
Tell your wife I said we apologize.
Y'all are funny. That's funny.
Divorce
She
in
a Sagittarius. She was
Right.
waiting.
I just asked her that, and she was like,
She
I
waiting.
would have received it, but yeah.
Tell her to call you at 2 o'clock and ask that.
Lisa tried to be nice. I'm gonna speak for Lisa. She a Sagittarius.
Okay, Sag.
She wanted.
My daughter fussed at me when I got home. She was like, why you going over that woman's house at that late at night? No, I said I didn't even do anything. Whatever.
But you was telling the truth.
So I understand now though, because you know,
right.
At this stage,
you took a liking to her.
Right.
That's different.
That's different.
Yeah, that's much different. Like that.
It happened before then too. It happened before then.
We were talking
Let me ask you a question. Was
that
that your first date with her when that happened?
No. We hadn't even gone on a date yet. We were just talking, and it just one night she just called and said, "Hey, what you doing?" Asked TaShon, say, "What you doing?" And I'm like, "Nothing. You want to come over?" I'm like, "Sure." Man,
what time? And that was at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
See, that's Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Yep. But y'all were in a different stage
ready.
of your life. Yeah, she was ready.
Seems like you're ready.
She was ready.
Right. But he wasn't ready.
Listen, Mark said, I feel you, bro. I'm the nice guy too. Listen, thank you so much, Mark, for being part of the show, being part of TMR. We are so thankful to have you. So whenever you pop in, thank you so much. But Mark said he was a nice guy too.
Y'all don't know. Y'all don't want no nice guys. See, that's what's wrong with y'all women. That's what's wrong with y'all women. That's wrong with y'all. Y'all don't want no nice guys. I just want a man to come up there and grab your hand and spin it around it.
As JJ said, it is different for everyone. But back in the day, in your 20s, like for me, as you know, speaking back in those days, those college early years, exploration days, you wasn't trying to have no conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Too. I've always been like that.
But during like when you grow and elevate in your life and your dating life or whatnot, because as I always share, me and Chef, I was celibate with him, so he knew. So there were plenty of times I did go over and watch movies or whatnot, and nothing happened. And he thought I was playing. It ain't nothing happening, bro. We can eat all the wings and.
But at 12 o'clock in the morning.
12 o'clock in the morning, ain't nothing happening. We're gonna watch this movie and we're gonna go to sleep. You ain't touching me. Yeah, but back in the day,
that was after your 20s, right?
Oh yeah, that was. I mean, yeah, this was when me and Chef started dating, but I was in a different, level of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, but in my 20s, I was what?
You was a wild
boy,
huh?
I ain't saying I got bodies like that. I'm just saying.
Say what now? What you
That's gonna be the other time.
It come out. It's coming out. Coming out.
It's in my book.
Hey,
Woman on Fire. It's in my. What'd you say, Jay? You owe tonight? Oh, okay. Listen, it is different. But the thing is, I mean, it's in my book. I shared this with Chef, and I ain't got bodies like that, you know. But back in my day, you know, I ain't want to talk to nobody. I was like, you come, Negro, what you doing? Where you at? Come on over. I ain't got no food, so stop off at American Deli, get you something to eat, and then come on over.
Dr. Evelyn, I don't like you.
What she say? This is the best people be clapping for.
Doc, you right. But we sure gonna clown him.
Mark said, any woman calling you after midnight once again, she's clapped. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, exactly.
Back in the day, like, and it was so funny. I remember a date I had, and I was babysitting my nephew. Oh my gosh! Like, I thought my sister was coming to get my nephew in time because I told him I had a date, right? My date sitting on the couch. He looking at me. I'm looking at him. My nephew would not go to sleep. And I'm just like, yo, please go in there and go to sleep. Like, I gave him all the toys. I gave him like hot cocoa, you know, just to warm him.
That's why
I ain't know nothing about melatonin back then because I would have popped him some melatonin and boy, take your back to sleep. My date had to, like, he stayed for about an hour. He was like, both of us looking at each other, and I just kept apologizing because I already knew what we wanted. We both wanted to do something.
So that where R. Kelly get that song from? She looked at me.
We were looking at each other, and I know he said, yo, call me when he gone to sleep, and basically don't call me, like, because he was going to sleep. He was running through the house, like, I'm like, dude, I was
wasted his
so
time.
ticked. Yeah, and I was like, why y'all knew I had a date, man? Y'all knew I had a date, but I just knew he was going to sleep. So
they was doing what you wanted to do.
Right, like, you know, like, I'm like, dude, go to sleep. I'm trying to, dude, this is my call. What you mean? Man, please. But if a girl calling a guy after midnight and y'all ain't meeting at the Waffle House and she inviting you back to the house, it's going down.
It ain't going down like that right now because the new midnight is like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you ain't never lied.
Real.
At this age group,
right.
What time is it? Cleophas, what time you coming over?
I can't even hear the phone.
Cleophas, wait. Cleophas. Boy, that make you raise your hand at church, give you the one finger.
The refrigerator about to shut down if you ain't over here by 5:30, Cleophas. I can't get you nothing to eat.
Yeah. I lock my doors at 6.
I put the cats in the cage at 7.
And I'm watching Law and Order.
Right.
8 o'clock, I'm gone.
Right. Yeah, that's it. And you're going to be out of this house by 9 o'clock.
And you're going to be out.
Exactly.
Because you ain't staying over now.
Right. Y'all got evening calls right about now, huh?
Evening calls.
Listen, my grandmother's dates were in the morning time. Mr. Howard, rest his soul, Mr. Out. They were coffee morning dates. And we used to be, you know, like now the grandkids like, yo, did Mr. Howard spend the night? Because he was always early in the morning, like having coffee. Hey. And now I'm thinking, Mr. Howard spent the night. Like he
spent grits and bacon and eggs. That's what happened.
Right.
He was like baby boy.
She was in that special nightgown.
Hey,
flip-flops on with the heel, flip-flop, church flip-flop with the heels.
Yep. That night, bro. What'd you say, Mark? Supper calls. Yep.
Right. Yeah, supper calls.
Like every morning, Mr. Howard and my grandmother, we sit in the kitchen having breakfast and coffee. And then he'd be like, hey. And he was nice. Like he would say, hey, grandbaby, this, that, another. You know, he was cool. And I always was
he still dressed?
He was still dressed, like you know, like he was.
Was grandma in there? Was she in her night or like in her bathrobe?
She was in her clothes. No, she was in her clothes.
She was in her clothes. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had a routine. When you think about it, they had a routine.
They had
like my grandbaby them about to get up, or you know, they about to be dropped off over here by a certain time. Yeah. You just came over this morning to have some coffee. But I'm thinking Mr. Howard them spent the night. That was that.
Y'all didn't ever hear the
No, because that's
what
grown
it
folks
is, yo.
business.
What's up?
Y'all done hear the old people bones going.
Don't you talk about my deal them like that.
Hey, WD-40 was the trick. WD-40 was the trick.
That's nasty. When you think about it, it's like, ew.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard it. Oh, yeah.
Your parents doing?
I heard my parents. I walked in on them one time. Man, heard
Oh!
it.
Yeah, I did walk in on them.
He said, close the door. Close the door. Every Sunday morning.
Heard that headboard hitting the wall, huh? Because you know when we kids, we gotta go investigate. We hear something going on, we want to find out what it is.
You were that child that walked in on your parents.
I walked in on my parents. I walked in on my parents.
Gosh.
One time too many, man.
Well,
yeah, I walked in one time and I'm still, oh my gosh, 50-some years later, this is
I can see it's burned in you. Oh my God, I poked my eyes out, I've seen it.
Luckily, he had the covers on. He had, the comforter on. I didn't see any detail, but I know that they were doing them. You know what I'm saying? I just saw the shit like this. Oh, snap. Close the door. Okay, my bad.
That was the pinnacle moment.
He was in the moment. I think I caught him in the moment.
Right. He was in that moment. That was it. That was it.
The door.
If you ever see that door closed, boy, you never open that door.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mark said, Mommy, why you keep yelling at God?
Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
That is hilarious.
Have you ever walked in on your parents?
I didn't walk in on my parents, but my dad walked in on me.
Oh gosh. Oh my God. I wouldn't be. Oh my gosh. Oh,
why? What you doing? I said nothing.
Literally.
He walked in and having conversation. And probably like, hey, why he ain't doing that?
No, your pop shut the door and was like, that's my boy. That's my boy.
No, he said, oh, boy, hurry up. Your mama on her way home. Boy, hurry up.
Oh
man.
Oh my God. Nelson, have you ever caught your parents?
Nope.
Okay. That's a good thing because I swear
it's an image that you do not want to see.
Yeah, I like it. That's the only image that like is still embedded in my head to this day. I don't know how much I've prayed about it to like just release it. Please release
a good imprint.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm like, oh, that's what they were doing. Oh my God. Like,
it made sense.
It made sense. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, like 5 babies later, that's what they were doing. Oh my God. But I told y'all, like, I even with my parents being dead, even with my grandparents being dead, like in the beginning, I'd be like, oh, I can't do nothing because they gonna see me. Like they gonna be watching me. I can't do anything. Like they're gonna be watching me from the heavens above, and no, that's not good. So we can't do anything. Like afterwards, I was like, no, I'm not having sex because no.
Y'all want wrestling, mama?
Yeah, I was doing what Lauren was doing. I was like, no, we ain't touching, we ain't talking because my grandmama them gonna see me. And they cannot see their oldest baby. No, not in that position.
And
no,
when you get to heaven, your grandma gonna say, "Boy, I put your granddaddy in the headlock so many times."
Listen, we're gonna take this quick stuff right, and we're gonna wrap this thing up live on 101 TKO Radio. Yo, we gotta get this book, Lauren. I can't wait for this book to come out, boy. I got.
When is it coming out, man?
I don't know, but we gotta get one out soon. So listen, take to the 101 TKO Radio in the movie. 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio. That is the ultimate song. That is how you know it is the beginning of Christmas season when Mariah Carey comes out. All I Want for Christmas. That's it. That's the song that opens up.
She tried to patent it.
Yeah, she opened up too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry to tell y'all, man. I'm sorry to tell y'all. She ain't go to Marcy for nothing.
She tried. So listen, this has been a good show as our comeback show. I appreciate you all. Listen, next week we're gonna be talking about y'all ready?
Y'all ready? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got.
I want to know, do y'all like to be called daddy?
You know,
save it for the show. Save it for next week. I want to know, do y'all want to be called daddy?
You know, I'm gonna make sure.
How many D's you talking about first? How many D's you talking about?
Right.
1 D, 2 D.
I'm gonna definitely make sure my mic is working right next week.
Listen, I want to know, do y'all want like to be called daddy? All right, I know you know us got it so. Hey, daddy.
Do you? Here's the thing. Do you want to be called daddy or do you want to be called Didi?
Oh Lord.
No, I don't got no Didi. Don't call me Didi.
Daddy. Dirty. You're just dirty. Listen, before we wrap up, what's going on with you, Mr. Takeover? What you got going on or coming up?
None really. Just getting ready to. I just paid for my baby to get her a photo shoot for her birthday this month.
Oh,
okay.
that's what's up.
That's dope.
That's what's up.
Okay, good. Sagittarius in the house. All right. DJ. That Sagittarius spoke her piece.
Oh,
my God. You being nice. But deep down inside, she wanted that daddy.
Big
Yo.
Daddy.
Damn.
Oh, DJ Jada Prince, what you got coming up?
Music. I mean, I'm working on my album, so that's what's going on.
Hey man, make sure I get a copy. Make sure I get my copy.
No doubt.
Yes.
And take it back to 1989 days of prices. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you.
Just for me.
What's
I
got
you.
I
ain't got a title yet. I'm just creating.
Oh, okay. The one you just released.
Oh, that one's called Johnny's Buick. It's out everywhere right now.
I love that. I love it.
Yeah, that's dope. Are you doing the any December Thursday?
Yes,
Thursday
I am.
night?
It's definitely coming back. Yes.
Okay.
I got you on Thursdays. We're gonna get it popping soon.
There you go. I love it. DJ ESmuve, what you got coming up?
Man, I got a lot going on. Work and also pay bills to work.
That's right.
Nah, you know, honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm seriously just getting ready for Christmas. You know, family coming up, so you know I'm excited about that.
No doubt.
Yeah. Nelson, what's going on with 101 TKO Radio?
Well, tonight we're gonna support new personality.
Panda,
450 Panda.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to a rave.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Shout out 450 Panda.
Yeah. Y'all gonna have fun with that. I ain't been to a rave in I don't know how a long time ago. And I was like, I'm good. It was fun. So that's cool.
What you got going on?
What I got going? You know what? This month, I'm just sitting back. When I say sitting back, I'm just regrouping, reflecting for the new year. Got some things I'm gonna roll out. And for the mailroom, doing some rebranding and whatnot, getting ready for that. And just solidifying this team, dude. Like this is my team. Y'all are it. And we're about to push this envelope. So I'm gonna work on this content. So y'all let us know what y'all want to talk about, what y'all want to hear, because it's a lot to talk about, and I'm ready to do this thing. I'm not afraid anymore. I've come to terms of you know, because we got a good group, and so I'm just ready to push this and just really dig into it. So I'm just gonna take this month of December and just really, just chill. I want to empty my brain. When I say empty my brain, I want to just do that brain dump, and get some stuff together.
You do know how you can do that, right?
What?
Yeah, go ahead and let Chef pull on that.
Get your hair pulled, exactly.
Go ahead and let Chef pull on it.
Come here. Don't move.
I gotta make these braids last.
Restart.
I gotta let these braids last.
Wait. Maybe he can get some more in him.
If he's gonna pull my hair, he better have that money on that nightstand for it.
Chef, you heard that, Chef?
Listen,
I do $40. You better have that them 2 bands on that nightstand.
Ooh, 2 bands. Rubber
and
band.
speaking of my chef, what you say, Martin? I ain't no $40 hairstyle. Y'all ain't gonna talk about me with no $40 braids.
Here, get your $40, baby. Take that, baby. Take that.
I let that $40.
Ain't no such thing as $40 on nightstand.
Ain't no $40 braids.
Like that mean you be whispering in your ear.
You know what? And speaking of Chef, I do have to give him a special shout out. I'm gonna have a testimony, but my baby rehabbed the whole house.
Yeah, go ahead, Chef.
Dope.
He will be home soon. He did that dude, he was shocked himself. His mama would call me. She said, baby, your husband did this. I mean, I'm like, dude, the only reason why I ain't moving in that house is because it's in Cleveland and y'all got snow. And you took out the bathtub and put in the shower. You took out the bathtub.
Wait, hold up. Whoa. What kind of shower? The one that got the sprinkles and coming down on top of you?
Yeah, like he did all of that. I got to show y'all the pictures. Like,
yes,
he did the whole bathroom, kitchen, floor. Like, he rehabbed the entire house.
Now there could be a whole bunch of hair pulling in the shower like that.
Don't let that for 1 week.
We're gonna need one of them handicap bars to hold on to the bars. We ain't 20 something no more.
And the stool.
Right, in the stool. We gotta have a stool. Right. One of us gonna fall.
Yo.
We gonna fall. So big ups to him. I'm so super proud of him. It's been a journey for us these last 6 months. So keep him lifted, men, for me, and that he gets on here before Christmas or by Christmas or whatever.
She'll come home to the apartment and
tell him I said when he get on the plane, I need my scrumps and my fried chicken.
I need to eat. I've been living on ramen noodles and cereal. I ain't been cooking. I'm tired. I ain't been cooking, y'all. I'm so serious. I can't cook nothing. I just be throwing stuff in the oven. I be looking at that. I be like, now getting dog oil.
That's sad. You trying to make somebody else eat your cooking, but you won't eat it.
Right.
Listen, it's been a great show. Thank you, Evelyn, and everyone who tuned in. She said great comeback show. So listen, come back next week, same time, same place. And make sure you download that 101 TKO radio app so you won't miss it. And if you need to catch this replay, go on to the YouTube and you can catch the replay. You definitely want to catch the replay. So until next week, fellas, I love y'all.
Thank you, sis.
You gotta call us daddy.
Y'all.
Bye, daddy.
Bye, daddy. Yeah.